did you first meet my partner, GK?
That's funny you should mention that because I got a bone to pick with his article. We met in the basement of this club called Opaline, I believe. And there was some sort of show going on there. And back in the day, I rolled with me and a whole gang of other motherfuckers that I don't even... Most of these niggas are still with me, but some of these motherfuckers, I don't know where the hell they went. You can't get them on the phone or nothing. I bet, as soon as I start really making real money, these niggas will come out the woodwork. But, I was in the basement and I was selling CDs to people. And, I just gotten off stage maybe, I want to say, like 15, 20 minutes earlier. So I was just, hustling CDs, and all of a sudden, this group of Asian cats came through. And I was like, y'all should get the CD. And he was like, I'm good, fam, something like that, right? But I felt like he said it in like the nonchalant, like that type of way, like, get out of here. So I was like, what the fuck, you don't like hip-hop, nigga? And mind you, that nigga's not pussy, I'm not pussy, so we had a kind of a weird moment between us because he came back and he was like, what'd you say? You say something to me? And I said, I wondered if you didn't like hip-hop, man. I'm like, what's good? I'm sitting here, mind you, I was standing there alone, he's there, comes back with his two mans, and then all of a sudden, my people is all around the walling, the lining of the wall. So I got like 7, maybe almost 10 people with me. So to me, if it was gonna go down, it was gonna go down. But instead of that, I guess we had a hip hop moment. So skipping over the physical beef, me and this man, he looked at me, he's like, you spit or some shit, yo? He's like on some challenging me. So I guess we was gonna do it that way. I said, all right, man, if you wanna go down like that, it can.
Creative route.
Me and him just started battling, right? And, I think that he might have had a really, really good chance to win the battle, but his route to go with it was that he expected me to think that because he was Asian, he wasn't real in the street, right? Or because I've known Asian motherfuckers get down with their own shit for years. I mean, when I was in high school, we used to go down to Mott Street, Baynard, and, not hang out there, but we would pass by there to pick up stuff. So it was funny to me for him to think that I didn't know that them niggas got down like that. The only thing that was different about Asian gangs is that Asian gangs ain't really fuck with anybody else but Asians. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like a bunch of Asian gangs to see a random black person on the street like, oh, we should just fuck him up for that. They'd be like, if they saw like a random Laotian person on the street, they'd be like, well, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? They seen a Vietnamese or Korean person on the street, that's a different story though. So for me, I always looked at the dichotomy of that racial disunity that presents itself as racial unity, which I think is very tantamount to what it means to be a part of an American system that touts unity, and yet there's so much disunity among people that come here, a lot of them for the same reasons, with the same religion, and in search of the same thing. Right. So politics aside, we had our battle. I felt like
who won that battle?
I felt like I came out on top, but I think that he did much better than I ever thought that a random person that I met off the street would. And it had nothing to do with him being Asian or nothing stupid like that. You know what I mean? For me, I already, had done battles with that cat Jin. So to me, I was like, I already played this game with people, Mind you, I'm not best friends with Jin, but we used to play that white man can't jump shit on people. You know what I mean? Because we came up, not in exactly the same era, but a similar one. He came into the scene a couple of years after I made Parole. And, I used to just be on the corner and be like, I'll battle anybody here, put up a couple $100. Back in the day, it wasn't for thousands and thousands, which they never pay half of y'all motherfuckers out there. And, they'd be like, well, you could pick anybody. You would pick anybody, and they would have their partner with them. And I'd be like, all right, I get that little Asian motherfucker over there. And they'd be like, oh, all right, So we gonna get this nigga now. But then, you know, he would have rebuttal skills. So, you know, I was expecting a battle. I never really half-assed something like that. But it was dope because, you know, the advantage I had was he thought I was gonna go the hood, gun in your face, that's all I'm gonna talk about route.
Right.
But, you know, we dipped into politics, we dipped into racism, we dipped into Asian gangs, we dipped into the history of China, you know what I mean? And then he was like, oh shit, this nigga knows stuff about my people. So it was good. But after that, when the battle was over, like even my niggas gave him his props and they were like, yo, you nice, you know? And, you know, he said he had whatever on him, you know, and we had whatever on us too, so it was just something that definitely didn't go that route, that I'm very glad didn't go that route, because, you know, I feel like even though dude kind of young, he has a lot of knowledge and a lot of patience for someone in that position, you know. And I made a similar mistake a long time ago, and I did something that I really wish could have been handled differently, but it was a learning process, something that I had to take something from, something that I had to grow from. And that's not because I wanted to, it was because that was the only choice given to me, you know. It's either like, look, learn from your mistake, or
I mean, and that's a great way to use hip-hop as expressing yourself in a way that can be productive and counter violence. But holler at GK, we're here for you, man.
What up, G?